Hello and welcome to episode number 300 of the Launch Lounge podcast. In today's very special episode, I'm not teaching you anything. I'm not selling anything. I'm putting my coaching hat on and I'm going to coach you, and you are the client. If you're doing all the things, chasing growth, but still feeling stuck, this episode is your invitation to pause and ask some of the hard questions most course creators avoid. You'll discover the sneaky habits and hidden beliefs that might be keeping you small, and the 33 powerful reflection questions that can unlock your next level. So grab your journal, grab a warm cup of something, get comfy, and stay tuned. Welcome to episode number 300. I'm very, very honored and delighted and thrilled and proud to have reached this milestone. 300 episodes. It's a lot of episodes. It is a lot of me speaking into my microphone. And I know that so many of you have been here with me. You celebrated episode 100 with me, and you celebrated episode 200, and you were sad when I paused the podcast, and you were happy when I brought it back, and you send me emails and you show me where you're listening on Instagram. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I would not do this if it wasn't for you. I wouldn't do this if it wasn't for the feedback that you give me and for the two-way conversation that I get to have with you in email and in social media. And when we meet via Zoom, or when you apply to work with me, or when you reach out to me, I really love meeting you and hearing all about your online course dreams. So thank you very much for listening and for allowing me to make 300 episodes and be in your ears and still be going strong. Thank you so much. Today's episode is completely different, and you're going to see why. I sat down and I thought, what can I do that's very different from what I usually do, but that is of extremely high value to you? And I asked myself, what if the very things that you're doing to grow your business are some of the things that are keeping you stuck? I thought, how can I create something in this show that unlocks something new for you? So today's show is a series of questions that you can ask yourself to help you unlock the things that might be getting in the way of your growth. And these are the same questions I ask myself once a month when I sit down with my journal and I reflect and I look at my own thinking and I look at my own results and I look at what I plan to spend my time on and what I actually spend my time on. And I look at my goals and I ask myself, why am I not closer to this goal? Or why am I much closer to that one? So that I can understand what I'm doing right and where my blind spots are. So these are the exact same questions I ask when I'm feeling stuck or I feel like my business isn't making the progress I want it to make. They're also the types of questions I would ask you if you were working with me in my mentoring program. And I wanted to help you unlock the next level of growth in your business. So grab a pen, grab a piece of paper, pop your headphones on. This is probably not the show you want to listen at double speed on the run. This is more the one you want to get comfy, have a nice cup of something, be ready to reflect, be ready to hit pause, be ready to journal, be ready to take just one of these questions and really spend some time on it. So let's start here. I have a few questions based around a few themes. So theme number 1, are you still playing the solo game? You're smart, you're scrappy, and you've built something beautiful, probably mostly by yourself. But now you're the bottleneck. So here's your questions. What task in your business still depend entirely on you. And why? If you disappeared for 2 weeks, what would break? And this is the big one. What would be possible if you trusted someone else to take the reins? Maybe it's time for you to start asking these questions. Maybe you've been equating control with safety. And when you do ask yourself these questions, maybe you'll discover that there are some things that you can be handing off so that you can get some of your time back. Theme number 2, drowning in data but not making decisions. You've got dashboards. You love looking at the data. You build spreadsheets. You love analyzing the numbers. But when was the last time you actually made a decision from those numbers? What metric do you avoid? And what are you scared it might say? This could be related to a launch or to social media or to email marketing. Are you using data to lead or are you using data to delay? Where are you pretending to need more information when really you just need more courage? Ouch. Ouch. I know that one hurts me. You can stop waiting for the data to give you permission. You can stop procrastinating collecting. You already know what to do. Go out and do that. Theme number 3, stuck in the visibility spiral. Does showing up online still feel like a performance to you? I want to say if it does, be careful. Because it's not sustainable if it feels like a performance. You got to disconnect from that. What part of being visible online makes you shrink? What would you say if you knew hundreds of thousands of people wanted to hear from you? Where are you still waiting for perfection before you hit post, publish, or record? And it's okay if this is an ongoing relationship that's evolving and changing as long as you're growing, right? Theme number 4, still doubting yourself? Yeah, I know. This one's like an onion. You peel a layer and then a new one comes up, right? Okay, quick pause because I need to tell you something important. If you're a course creator who feels like you're sitting on a gold mine but still struggling to scale past 5-figure launches, this is for you. I am now taking applications for my exclusive mentoring program. It's for creators who are ready to stop piecing together random tactics and finally build a clear, data-driven system that grows consistently without the burnout. If you're done wasting money on cookie cutter courses or coaching that's more feel good than get shit done, and you want direct expert guidance from someone who actually gets how to scale courses predictably, then this is your shot. I only have 2 spots available. So if you're ready, head to thelaunchlounge.com/mentorme and apply today. What would you try if you knew you couldn't fail? What would you try if you knew you couldn't fail? Where Do you downplay your wins to be more relatable? If someone else had your results, would you finally call them impressive? It might be time to stop shrinking. It might be time to really start owning your authority. And now we're getting a little practical. Theme number 5. Your list is not a cactus. It needs more than sunshine and good intentions. When was the last time you emailed your list without trying to sell something? What story do you tell yourself about why they don't want to hear from you? Or maybe even why they don't want to buy from you? If your list doubled overnight, would you also double your conversions? Theme number 6. Still selling like it's 2020. The world has changed. It changed very quickly in 2020, but it has changed again. Has your offer changed? Has your audience building strategies changed? What price scares you to say out loud, even though you know you're worth it? Where are you underselling something that people already love and rave about? What's one way you could 10x the value you offer your students without burning out? I'll give you a hint. It's probably not by adding more bonuses. Theme number 7, launch addiction. Riding the feast and famine roller coaster. It's for my adrenaline junkies out there. Are you avoiding evergreen systems because you don't trust them to work? What would change in your business if your launch wasn't your lifeline? This is a big one. Where are you confusing chaos for momentum? Maybe it's time you realize that you don't need to hustle harder. Theme number 8, overcomplicating everything. Simplicity is what scales. Complexity keeps you busy and it keeps you preoccupied. Where are you over-delivering because you don't trust your offer to stand on its own? What could you remove that might actually make things work better? What funnel tweak are you obsessing over when you know the issue is elsewhere? That one stings. Sometimes to grow, we need to subtract things. We need to take things away. Theme number 9, audience envy and comparison traps. You're building a fabulous business, but are you building your business or your idol's business? Who do you compare yourself to, and what do you assume about them? Where are you copying their path instead of blazing your own? What would you build if you stopped worrying about being behind? Theme number 10, saying yes to the wrong things. Being busy and being aligned are two different things. What current yes is draining your time and your creativity? Where are you compromising your values for visibility? What is one thing you need to say no to, even if it terrifies you? And theme 11, this is the last one. Ignoring your energy and your true capacity. Scaling a business doesn't mean sacrificing more and more of yourself. Where do you feel resentment? And what is the boundary you need to fix? What would your business look like if it supported you, not just your income? Whose version of success are you chasing? Let's rewrite that story, and let's rewrite it in a way that leaves you feeling refreshed, joyful, having fun, in charge, in control, empowered, and your business serving your life, not the other way around. This is your permission slip to stop doing what's holding you back and to start asking better questions. Because clarity doesn't come from working harder. It comes when you get honest. Honest about what's working and about what's not working. And who you're becoming as you're building your freedom empire. So here's your next move. Pick one of these themes. Sit with the questions and write out your answers. Not in your head and not next week. Do it today. That's how growth begins. Doesn't always begin with the best strategy. It begins with a shift in how we think. Now you've already built something incredible. And now it's time to lead like it. Let's go. Let's build our freedom empires. Thank you for being with me for 300 episodes. I'll see you again soon. Bye. Before you go, I want you to picture this. No more revenue roller coaster. No more launch burnout. Instead, a business that brings in sales every single month on autopilot with a marketing system that actually works for your course and your launch style, not against it. That's exactly what I help course creators build inside my exclusive one-on-one mentoring program. We'll simplify your funnels, nail your messaging so cold traffic finally converts, and give you the clarity in your numbers to know exactly what's working. Applications are now open, but for a very limited time, and I'm only taking 2 people at this time. So if you're ready to scale to consistent, predictable profitability without the hustle life, go apply at thelaunchlounge.com/mentorme. Do it while it's fresh in your mind, because the only thing between you and the freedom empire you've been dreaming about is the right strategy and the right mentor to help you get there. So go to thelaunchlounge.com/mentorme, and maybe you'll be one of the lucky 2 people I choose.